How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews. Back with a review I'm pretty fucking excited about because this beer cannot not be good. It cannot not be good, right? That's the correct way to put that. Anyway, I went to a local bottle shop today in search of a specific beer. I assumed it would be there. It was not. And I was like, well, let me just see what else they have. And I go to check out, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I just want something like the beer I thought I was going to pick up. But then I saw this, and this is Citra Bräu by Jack's Abbey. Now, Jack's Abbey, if you guys watch the channel, there is no mistaking my love for Jack's Abbey. They're one of my favorite breweries. They make some of the best lagers in the States. They do a lot of fun stuff with their beers. This might be my favorite of the bunch because basically they're taking their 5.5% lager base, which is one of my favorite beers of all time, and giving it the old Citra treatment. It should be good. So we'll see what's what. Like I said, 5.5% Citra Bräu Hoppy Lager from Jack's Abbey Brewing. It says, cut through the haze, so we're going to get a clear beer here. It's a lager. We assumed as much. To enjoy a full flavor of hops. Experience the floral and citrus flavors of Citra hops in our innovative German-style lager. Prost. And this be... Ooh, actually, this is way out of date. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to drink this one because it's exactly 7 days old. So I don't know if it's still going to be worth it to drink. A week old. That's, kids these days, they tell me, a week is a little bit too long for a beer. So we'll see what's what. Label-wise, I like it because what it does is it takes the kind of Jack's Abbey styling, which is basically their logo, that front there, that kind of, what kind of shape is that? It's like a gem emerald shape. I don't know. There's probably a technical name for that. Takes that kind of thing as this nice kind of hop leaf kind of artwork texture thing at the bottom. I think it's really smart. I think it's done really well. This smells like every bit of citrus and Citra hopped. I mean, when you think of Citra, you think of citrus. I mean, it's natural just to think that. There's a reason why that hop is named Citra. And you're getting it even from a distance. You're getting this huge kind of punch of this pineapple, grapefruit, orange mixture that is absolutely out of this world. Almost perfectly clear. There's the microscopic bit of haze. Listen, that's a clear beer. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that's not a clear beer, but it's not perfect clear. Let's put it that way. Very soft carbonation. There was a little bit of kind of a just off weight head. Tight compact bubbles dissipated really quickly because this guy won't shut up. But man, she looks the part of a tasty little jammer. See if we can get a nose in this sucker. I mean, exactly what I said from a distance, you're getting there when you actually throw your nose in that sucker. And that you're just getting this gamut of big, huge citrus fruit in there. It comes off tropical in its citrus. That's how vibrant it is. And that's how much citrus is across the board there. So everything from your tangerines, oranges, to your grapefruit, over to your pineapple, a little bit of lime, lemon, a whole bunch of what you're talking about in a citrus world thrown in there. And this nice, not overly sweet, not getting a ton of bittering, though, kind of super clean-ass lager. I mean, yeah, listen, it's 72 degrees out. There's almost zero humidity. This is about as perfect as it gets, so I'm just going to dive right in. Cheers. It's delicious. There's a little bit of nutty malt to it, oddly enough. I did not expect that to kind of come through. A little crackery combined with nutty malt. Super crisp, super clean, decently drying on the finish, and that drying on the finish marrying with that kind of citrus fruit to give you this kind of elevated, kind of rindy, pithy thing that I think complements the beer perfectly. It really is. And this is the cool thing about hopped up lagers. Is one of my favorite things about hopped up lagers is you're getting a beer that, if made well, which Jack's Abbey it does. Really, how do I put this? What kind of analogy do I want to put on this? It's John Stockton. It's John Stockton is what it is in this beer. And I don't want to use Karl Malone as the analogy, but let's go into All-Star game. So this is John Stockton to, who would be the person? I guess it's Jordan, but they wouldn't have played in the same team in the All-Star game. You know what I'm trying to get at here. So John Stockton basically played basketball and never, ever gave two living flying fucks about like stats. You know, he could have led the league in scoring if he wanted to. He probably could have done a bunch of stuff. But he pretty much led the league in assists because that's what he did, and that's what he did well, and it facilitated greatness beyond what he would do. And that's kind of what lagers kind of do for me. They're kind of the understated kind of team player in the world of beer. But when you add that Citra hop, so it's like having a superstar in a team, and letting that superstar do the fancy shit, get all the points, get all the accolades, at the expense of maybe you not coming off as fantastical. And that's kind of where this beer comes. I mean, the lager is absolutely delicious. It hits where it wants to hit. It's clean, well made. I like that dryness that comes off, but that it kind of sets it up. It assists that Citra to come off explosive and bright and rindy and all those things in such a perfect marriage of styles that, sure, you get a lot of hoppy lagers nowadays, but this is so traditional in its base as far as the lager goes, but it brings such that new school hop with the Citra with it, that the way they both marry together ends up being probably one of, if not one of my favorite lagers I've had in quite some time. It's not a surprise. It's Jack's Abbey. It's what they do. But yeah, anyway, with all that in mind, because there's really not much else to tell you guys, it is a absolutely bonkersly well-made lager with a big, expressive bittering. Not overly bittering, but bittering. I mentioned that there was no bittering on the nose, but there is in the taste. Bittering, more pithy kind of citrus to it in taste. Absolutely fantastic. Take another sip and we'll close this down. It does not suck. So let's talk about it. Is this one of the better hoppy lagers that I've had as of late? Yes. This is Mount Rushmore status. This is absolutely fantastic. And let's put it this way. I expected this from Jack's Abbey, and it's exactly what I got. That's a hard thing to pull off. A lot of times when your expectations are so high, you can still get a really nice beer, but you're just like, okay, I wish it was a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. It's not the case here. You're just getting exactly what you paid for, which is an epically well-made lager, backed by an absolutely fantastic showing from a hop everybody fucking loves. What more do you want? So yeah, Mount Rushmore status. Value and availability, I forget what I paid for this. It was probably like $12, you know? That's the other part about it. Maybe a little bit 14. It's definitely not $18. I'm going to tell you that much. So, and I picked it up off the shelf and leave you with, if you like, what will you like this beer? If you like beer, because this is beer. Sure, some people might be put off by aggressive hoppiness. Some people don't want to pay, $14 for a 4-pack of lager. I get that. I can actually see those issues a lot of people have. But my dog is creepily close to the electric fence, and she's never touched it before. And I don't know if she knows it's electrified or she's just lucky. Anyway, sorry, got distracted for a minute. But it's just one of those beers where it's just, if you're into craft beer, this is not going to disappoint you in any form or fashion. If it does, sorry, you're wrong. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little Jack's Abbey jammer right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.